Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Hello.
Ji.
Yeah. So my name is Lakshmi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen your post in Core, and that's how I got to know about your.
Yes.
Yeah,
You had messaged me also, no?
yeah, exactly. I messaged you.
What did you mention? You have PCOS.
No, actually, I have absence of sweating. So that was my concern. So I have seen a lot of your YouTube videos also, but I didn't find.
Sorry. What was your concern?
So I have no sweat coming from my body. Sweat is really absent.
Sorry, sweating.
Sweating, pasina.
Sweating is absent.
Yeah, it's very less. It's only in armpits.
Okay, and how much water do you drink in a day?
Normal what I drink, normal. Maybe 6 to 7 glasses.
What is your weight?
Around 68 kilograms.
And height?
5 feet 4. Sorry, not 68, 65.
Doesn't matter, the 1 or 2 kg here and there is okay. What is your height? 5'4". Hello.
Height is 5 feet 4 inches.
Age?
25.
What is your schedule? What time you get up and whatever you eat? Give me some brief.
Yeah, I get up at around 6 o'clock. I go to bed by around 10 or 11 o'clock. And I'm a vegetarian, but occasionally I eat non-vegetarian also. Yeah, I follow a very healthy diet. No alcohol, no smoking, nothing like that.
And how much do you eat in one meal? How many meals? Like, what is your routine? Like, you get up at 6 and
3
then...
meals. 3 meals a day. Yeah.
What is the meal size?
Moderate.
You eat South Indian food?
Yeah, exactly. I'm from Kerala, South Indian food.
That'll have how much liquid?
So much liquid? Not really. Just like the North Indian chapati, dal, and all that curries are like semi-liquid, liquid. Not so liquidy. Yeah, almost the same. Yeah.
So
not too much of liquid.
How much chapatis in one meal?
3 to 4.
3 to 4. Average size, na? Yeah, very small.
Average, yeah. Yeah, average small size.
And how much do you walk or whatever physical exercise you do?
Very less, sir. Actually, very less.
What age you mentioned? 25?
Yeah, 25. Actually, when I used to work out, I used to sweat. But again, that too, it's very little. It will take a long time, very strenuous exercise to see some sweating. And what happened is that once I started my puberty, when I was around 13 or 14 years of age, I started to get really rough hands. My friends started to ask me, why is your hands are only really rough like this? Ours are not like this, it's very soft. So I was just like, I was 13 or 14. So that's when I started to notice I don't used to sweat. I was sweating, but again, very little back then. But my hands and my feet under my soles and all are very thick skin, thick and rough. It started to get very rough.
Okay.
So that's when I started to notice there's something different about my skin.
Okay, tell me about your fluid intake. 6-7 glasses of water a day, and what else? Tea, coffee,
Nothing.
milk?
No, I don't drink. No, I don't drink any.
No tea, no coffee, no milk, no fruit juices, no fruits.
No, fruits occasionally banana.
That is occasional means maybe 2-3 times in a week?
Yeah.
And 1 or 2 bananas or more at a time?
2 bananas maybe.
You have enough space in your home to walk?
As in workout, exercise?
No exercise, only walking. Simple, normal speed walking.
For walking? Yeah, I have.
So walk for 5 minutes, lie down in bed for 5 minutes, And
Okay.
walking is on a normal speed, no fast speed, no brisk walking, simple normal speed.
Okay.
And don't drink water for a day.
Can I do this tomorrow?
Anytime.
Okay. So I'll get up tomorrow morning and I'll walk for 5 minutes then.
Lie down in bed for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Repeat this for maybe 4-5 times in the morning, 4-5 times before you sleep, and another 10-12 times during the day, maybe once in each hour.
Okay. So do you mind if I can write this down just to get it right? So tomorrow morning I'll get up and 5 minutes I'll do a brisk walking.
Just a minute.
And
Yeah. Sorry.
okay. So
I'll give you
5
the
minutes.
recording. I'll give you the recording of the call. If you want to write it, that's your choice, but you can get a recording so you can listen to it again.
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure, sir. Can you please record and give it to me?
Yeah, it's already. My all calls are recorded. If you know, I put it on YouTube also.
Oh, okay. That's great.
So, sweating. Drink 1 glass of water with each meal, and eat only 3 times during the day, and nothing else. No snacking, no nothing.
Okay, that was a little bit too much for me today. So morning, I'll wake up and I'll walk for 5 minutes. Then I'll lay down on the bed for 5 minutes.
Again
Then
walk. Again walk.
Again
Do it
walk.
4-5 times. Yeah, do it 4-5 times. Maybe 40 to 60 minutes. Your choice. Same thing at night before sleep.
Okay.
And then 5 minutes walk, 5 minutes rest, once only, 10 times during the day also, almost every hour, 10-12 times.
Okay.
So every time you walk, take a rest in bed, right?
Okay.
And whatever you're eating, that's fine. Restrict your fluid intake and see what change it makes and whether you start sweating or not. You are using what at your place, fans or AC?
Just a fan.
Just a fan. Huh? So hopefully you should start sweating. If not, then for a day you'll have to cut down your fluid intake further, and most likely you should sweat by the end of this week. Sweating should increase.
Okay.
Just give me.
So I'll take 3 meals a day, like the normal meals I'm taking every day, but I won't take any fluid tomorrow. It's like that.
Take 1 glass of water with the meal. Do you otherwise take water with the meals or what way? No, what do you do? Do you take water with the meals or after some time after the meal is over?
With the meal, actually.
How much? 1 glass only or more than that also?
1 glass of milk. 1 glass of water.
1 glass water. That's fine then. Okay, that you continue, but don't drink any other water.
So, which means 3 glasses of day. 3 glasses per day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And walking is also there about 16 to 20 times in a day, 4 times minimum morning, 4 times in the evening, so 8 and 12 more. So total 20 times walking. So total timing of walking will be 20 to 500 minutes in the day and 100 minutes bed rest.
Okay.
So hopefully it should work, but it will not help you much with the skin. You want the skin also to be soft and shining, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You bath every day once or more or less?
Every day once.
What do you use for bath, like soap or some other thing?
Yeah, I use soap, but I have tried everything like oiling, moisturizing, everything.
Nothing is needed. Nothing is needed. Oils are too bad for the skin. Never use any oil.
Okay, sir.
That's one. But it's coming to soap. Which kind of soap do you use?
It was Cuticura.
Is that medicated or some?
No medicated, just a random beauty soap.
Random beauty soap?
Yeah.
How much that does that cost? It must be having moisturizer and all that. Don't use any moisturizer also.
Okay, no sir, what you said. So regarding the soap, should I skip the soap also?
No, you use soap. I think Kerala is moist. Like average temperature would be about 28 to 30.
Yes, sir.
What is that average temperature there in Kerala?
Yeah, around 30, 28 to 30. Yeah, that's right,
28,
sir.
30.
But right now it is a little bit, humid, and
Okay,
early in the morning the temperature will go down below that, maybe 20 to 25. That will be there.
that's fine. Use soap once in 2 days. Okay, don't use any soap, beauty soap. Use the cheapest soap. I use Lux. I don't know much about other Lux in Hammam. Normally I am using Lux, the cheapest one, which costs I think 25 rupees or so.
Yeah. Oh,
So
okay.
use that soap and apply soap as soon as possible. You start bathing and then rinse off with water for 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
So the soap layer should not be left on the skin.
Oh.
You can use the same soap in your head also. Stop using any shampoos.
Oh. Okay, sir.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
the problem is that usually a thin film of soap is left in the hair and scalp.
Mm-hmm.
So after your bath, take a soft cotton towel and lightly massage kind of thing for few minutes only, 2-3 minutes all over head as well as other places. Right. This should help you. Like initially, it might dry your skin, but do this, and in case you want to see changes in your face faster, wash your face with plain water 3 times during the day. And if you can do the same with your hair also, either by using wet towel or whatever way, then massage your hair also. So that will improve the hair quality also. How's your hair? Are you happy with your hair?
No, hair there is it's falling and it is graying also.
Okay, so do you use any oil in here?
No, no, I
Never,
don't think so.
never used.
I have used but coconut oil, but right now I'm very lazy. I don't use it.
Okay, so don't use any oil at all. Okay.
Okay.
Now the cause of graying and dandruff and other things. You have dandruff also.
I have. Is it what? Dandruff.
Dandruff.
Dandruff. Yeah, it's like slightly. Actually, last year and all I was having very bad condition of dandruff, but this is way better.
And you're using anti-dandruff shampoos also.
No, I'm not using.
So how you
That
got rid
never
of?
worked for me. I don't know, just natural. I was tired of taking care of it. Once I left, it started going on its own.
How many times you comb in a day?
Maybe early in the morning. Once, because since it's Corona, we don't go out, so maybe once or twice.
You are what, science student or what?
Yeah, I'm a science student.
Okay, so I'll give you the some theory part also. Okay. See, it is believed that soap dries out the skin.
Yeah.
Drying means that visually you can see that it is becoming white.
Yeah.
This is nothing but the skin oil which gets deposited in your skin. The skin excretes oil, natural oil.
Okay, yeah.
When it dries out, it becomes dandruff, and since the skin tissues are very close, so it'll be visible only on using the soap, right? So when you start following this soap thing and washing your face 3 times in a day and massaging lightly with a towel, initially you might feel for 3-4 days that your skin is getting dried up, right? Yeah. But what will be happening is you will be getting rid of that solidified skin oil.
Okay, so whatever we're seeing, like on winter days, if you scratch, you could see that one white kind of thing coming. So that is not dead cells from the epidermis?
No, it's not dead cell. It is the skin oil.
Oh, okay.
So that skin oil, when solidifies, maybe that is also killing the cells also, dead cells also. But mainly that is this thing. And once you start washing your face with the plain water 2 3 times during the day, and after that use a soft towel for half a minute to 1 minute, lightly massaging it. So you are transferring all your excess and previously deposited oil to your towel.
Oh, okay.
And you might get inflammation in your skin. The moment you get inflammation, you reduce this activity.
Oh, okay.
And then the moment you get some relief from the inflammation, again start it. So in all about 3 to 7 days, your skin will start releasing the oil, and that oil will be very very fine and very good, and the glow will be there on the skin. So you
Oh,
can start noticing immediately. Second thing is that same thing is true with the dandruff and the scalp also, and with the graying also, and with the hair fall also.
okay. So, any soap will do, just Lux or any kind of such soap will
Any
do.
kind of simple soap without any moisturizer, and you can check the pH value of the soap on Google. It should be around 9, 10, 11.
Okay. So daily, so suppose if I'm getting up morning, okay, let me start doing it in the morning itself.
See,
So
I'll tell
I'll
you,
wash
the
my.
soap part I'll tell you, I have not experimented in summers. I started doing experimentation about 10, 15 days back. So in Delhi, I'm in Delhi, and Delhi it's winter time, right? So in
Yeah.
winters, my theory is that in winters I am using soap 2 3 times in a day,
Oh.
and I
Oh,
believe, yeah,
yeah.
I believe that winters drying out of the skin is not because of winters. It is because of we take bath less often, and that oil which gets deposited in the skin, that causes the trouble. In
Yeah,
summers,
that makes sense. That's true. Yeah, that makes sense.
what happens is normally I sweat a lot. So sweating releases some oil also. So in that way, the skin gets inflamed in case we use more soap. Uh,
Oh,
though people say that summers we should wash more often because there's dirt and all that, but I feel like the opposite way.
oh,
Okay, so in winters we should use more often, and it will take in winters also. In any way, in your place it is like similar kind of temperature throughout the year, I think.
yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am. In my area?
yeah.
In my area? What did you
Yeah,
say?
I'm saying in your area, temperature is almost same throughout that year.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, there's
So
drastic differences.
yeah, so you just I believe that applying soap once in 2 days will be okay for you.
Oh, okay.
But use plain water for bathing every day, and bath for a reasonable period of 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay, sir.
And during the course of bathing, also massage your like every part of the skin lightly.
Oh.
And with
Mm.
towel also, your effort, like when you're massaging with towel, the effort should be to transfer the skin oil to this, and that should also be done very lightly, because when this oil is there in the skin becomes oversensitive, and slight more pressure will cause the inflammation.
Okay, okay.
So be very
Actually,
gentle.
so with my symptoms, I was about to get a thyroid tested.
Mm.
Because one of my BBBS friends suggested that if I'm having too dry skin, hair is falling, and
Quite possible, because your activity level is also low. But in case you're going to get it checked, you can delay it for 15 20 days, or maybe 1 month. Within 1 month, even if you had thyroid, it will be over.
oh, yeah. Actually, I'm really interested with that the hydration, dehydration, your
Yeah,
method.
It works at a very very fast speed. I am also experimenting few more things,
Oh,
and for the timing, you can get started with these, and you will see the results in 3 4 days, and then keep giving the feedback, and I'll keep adding more things.
yeah. Okay. So tomorrow I'll take just 3 glasses of water.
Yeah,
That's it. Okay.
and day after also the same thing.
Oh.
And work and rest is another thing. For 2 3 days, do the same thing. And if everything goes fine, you'll have excess saliva in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Though you are reducing the fluid, the saliva should increase. If saliva increases, that means things are working in the right direction.
Okay.
So you can continue for 3-4 days. And so far as your this sweating is concerned, if that does not start within 3-4 days, then or maybe 1 week, then maybe some change will have to be done, and change will be like drinking a lot of water on one day, like maybe 3 liters of water on one day, and then next day no water at all, and entire day walk and rest. The walk and rest will have to be increased, and no food will be taken. But that is something for maybe 7 days from now. But start doing this thing, and hopefully within 15 days there will be some substantial change in the skin feel. Also, you might feel the skin is becoming softer for the touch and all.
Actually, the main difference I have found is that when we go to doctors, when we tell a thing, they might tell us that if they won't even say that it might change. They'll be like, yeah, we can manage, you'll see. So nobody says like within this span of time it will change. So what you said is actually a big relief.
See, what is true for them is the doctors also know that you'll make their life miserable in case they promise and things do not work. And in the fact is that in 99.9% of the cases, things do not work with the medicines. What I am doing is purely science and purely mathematics. Like, I am not saying that you do it 6 months or 1 year and then you will see the result. All I am saying is eczema people who had eczema for more than 10-20 years and they have used all kind of medication, they see the results within 48 hours.
Whoa, that's great.
And I don't know why the things are not picking up. Like, there is no medication which kind of, even for a single day, I am not saying that they get permanent relief within 48 hours. But seeing the skin getting cleared 70 to 80% within 48 hours, it's not small change. It is a see-through change. And if somebody challenges, then I work on something like within 48 hours, I can do something which no medical science can do within 1 or 2 years also. And it's a very simple science, simple theory, simple logical thing. See, take a glass of water.
Yeah. Add the salt. I have seen the video. Yeah,
you have seen that. Now, second part is that, diabetes. In diabetes, your blood sugar is high and your glucose in the cells is low.
Yeah.
So people take insulin or medicines so that they can increase the glucose content in the cells.
Yeah.
Why the same thing is not true for the rest of the things, for calcium, for sodium, for magnesium, for other things? Why when you find the calcium to be low, why they don't say? Because in glucose they feel like that can decision be taken based on energy level. But maybe for calcium and other things they do not know how to. They cannot measure the calcium and other minerals in the cells.
Yeah.
Cells thing cannot be measured. So that is why but the whole of the medical system is going wrong, and the way the mathematics is, even in the next 1 trillion years, no medicine can cure any disease, and they are wasting time and energy, and they're fooling people.
That's actually, it's a big industry out there.
It's not
behind all the diseases.
See, I still do not know whether it is industry or not, because see, one fact is very clear: the doctors are more sick than a normal person.
Yeah, that is true. Actually their way of life itself is pathetic these days.
No way of life. We don't blame way of life. See, last month, 4th of November, an MBBS doctor called up. 27-year-old, regular gym going, and everything else normal, like height, weight, everything is okay. He said that he's preparing for MD medicine. And his exams are close by. And he said that he is suffering from acidity for the last 2 years. He's tried everything, endoscopy and whatever tests, whatever medicines were there. He's tried everything. He's got no relief. So I suggested 48 hours and he'll get the relief. So that call was for about 2 hours and some 40 minutes. During the course of call, we discussed a lot of other stuff. Medical science knows nothing. These doctors are nothing but simple salespersons. They know nothing about the body. They are just told to diagnose the disease and give the medicine, whatever is suggested by the pharmaceutical companies. And they become, and this guy promised that he will give me feedback within 48 hours or so. He never gave me feedback. After 6-7 days, when I sent him message on WhatsApp, he said that he's better, he's feeling better. And then subsequently, after few days, when I asked him to give a call as a feedback, then he said that he could not do it for more than 2 days. He did 2 days and it was better. Now a doctor cannot treat himself. He is interested in the medicine, and I am telling him that medicines cannot cure anything for the next 1 trillion years. And then at the same time, he says that he is not interested in degrees and all that and money, and he wants people to be cured. And he is mathematically and scientifically been told. Maybe I don't know, your background completely. So maybe you cannot understand. But a person who is from the medical field, he should understand it. And then his response that he is not even worried about his acidity and other things, and he says that he'll give feedback. When he cannot give the feedback, why he can expect the patients to give a feedback when he is charging for every feedback? I am not charging anything for the feedback. You understanding? Let us say you go to a doctor, you get some medicine, you get no relief. Will you go and pay him again 500 rupees to give the feedback?
No. No.
And feedback is the most important thing in every in this healthcare thing. What is worked, what is not worked. So nobody is giving the feedback. And this guy did not give the feedback. Though he said if it works, then he'll think about it. And the most important part is hydration dehydration theory. They say hydration, whenever you feel thirst, you drink water. I am saying whenever you feel thirst, that means you are sick and you need to dehydrate.
Oh, really? Can you please explain? Actually, I was a science student back in +1, +2. I understand a little bit of biology. Can you please explain that? I'm very interested to know. When we are thirsty, we are not supposed to drink water. Is it like that?
Yes. In most of the cases, if you are thirsty because you done some strenuous exercise, that's fine. Then you are supposed to feel thirsty. But normally, like a person who is drinking 5 liters of water, if his fluid intake is withdrawn, and he's told that not to drink water, within 3 to 4 hours he'll feel thirsty, he'll not be able to speak. It will be very visible that his mouth, his lips are drying up.
Yeah.
And it will get
actually,
sticky.
even animals, even dogs, when they run for a long time, they'll end up drinking some water, right? So isn't that an instinct for human beings, just like the animals?
See, that's what I'm saying. When you have done an exercise and you feel thirsty, that is okay, then you can drink water. That is okay. That is a normal response. But if you're not doing that, if you're simply walking or something, and you like, even if you're in a coaching kind of business job, you have to speak for 12 hours at a stretch.
Oh, just even by speaking, if our throat is dry.
Yeah, that is not right.
Oh, to drink water is not correct. Yeah, okay.
So I have those kind of patients also, like who are in coaching business. And they said, since we have to speak a lot, then we need to drink water every now and then, and the mouth gets thirsty. They cannot speak. So this person also, when he was told not to drink water, within 4-5 hours, he was comfortable and there was a lot of saliva and he was not thirsty. Second thing, you wanted to scientifically understand why I am saying so. See, 70% of the body weight is fluid, approximately. I am not disputing. I am not arguing whether it is 60%, 70%, 75%. It's some percentage is there, which is substantial percentage. Let's say 70%.
Yeah, water and the electrolytes.
Yeah, no, water content only. I am not talking about electrolyte also. Only water fluid. And this total fluid is distributed in 3 places. 10% of the total fluid is in blood. 65% of the total fluid is in cells, and 25% of the total fluid is there in space between the cells, outside the cells. Now, what is the relationship of these fluid chambers? Blood is only a transporter of the nutrients to the cells. Whenever the cells do any metabolic activity or the conversion of the food into energy is done in the cells, nowhere else. Now, think about your cells have more fluid what will happen? The
It will-
concentration of the nutrient in the cells will go down.
Yes.
Your metabolic rate will go down.
Yes.
Now, why your body needs energy? Bulk of the energy, 70 to 90%, depending on the age and different situations, is used up by the vital organs of the body. Your brain, your digestive system, your other things.
Yeah.
Physical movements, you're getting up, you're walking, you're talking, all this consumes about 20-30% energy, or maybe 40% in some cases. People die because their metabolic rate keeps falling. People become sick because there's the proportion of the fluid in the cells in the blood changes. Now, anyway, let us assume there's increase of fluid in the cells. Your metabolic rate will go down.
Yes.
Your vital organs will not get sufficient energy.
No.
If your heart is not getting sufficient energy, the blood is not getting pumped to all the extremities of the limbs.
Yeah.
The cells and tissues will start dying.
Yeah.
Because cells can...
Yes, correct. Yeah, true. I agree.
So the most important part is that your vital organs should get the optimum amount of energy, which is essential for the normal functioning of the body.
Yeah, actually it's a very basic fact. It seems like a very basic fact, but somewhere everybody missed it out. It seems like that.
So what happens is the body tries to maintain the minimum required amount of energy level. How it does is, it will increase your blood pressure, it will increase your blood sugar, it will increase your heart rate. These are the defense mechanisms. Now let us talk about glucose. What does it do? Your glucose level is maintained in the blood by liver. Liver has got about half a kg of highly concentrated glucose. So any shortfall in the blood is covered up by the liver.
Yeah.
So when the body requires more energy, what will be the message given by the brain to the liver? To release more glucose.
Yeah.
Similar message will go to the kidney also to release more minerals. Now, when more minerals, this thing is to be delivered in the blood will become thicker.
Yes.
And the blood circulation will get affected. There will be lesser amount of blood circulation.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the problem is the cells have got more fluid.
Yeah.
More fluid means the proportion of the blood has gone down. If you increase on one side, what will happen? The other side percentage will go down.
Yes.
If the total fluid has to remain same. Right?
Yeah.
Now your blood is less. So what will happen is your saliva will become thicker. Now what I am saying is that you drink water only with the meals. Whatever water you will drink with the meals. Not whatever water, but if you are drinking reasonable amount of water with the meals, this will go into your blood, and this will through the blood it will be processed by your liver and your kidneys, and both work on hydration dehydration principle. And this fluid will increase your blood volume. On the other side, besides meal, you are not drinking any water. That will reduce your cellular fluids.
Oh, okay. So actually, daily maybe 3 glasses of water is sufficient for us, right? Instead of 8. Are you telling me that?
See, I have spent 20 years analyzing this thing, and the conclusion is nobody knows. Nobody can say how much is right amount of water.
Oh.
So my usual system now, after 20 years of experimenting with different things, is that 2 days in a week you have 3 glasses of water. 2 days maybe 2 glasses of water only, and for another 2 days you have about 6-7 glasses of water a day, and on 1 day in a week you have about 3 liters of water a day. So every situation is taken care of. Nobody becomes sick or nobody becomes gets poor health just because he's taken less water for a day or 2.
Yeah.
Actually,
I have skipped water in an entire day. When I was taking upvas, I don't drink water also.
No, see, in upvas or fasting, what mistake we do is that we feel like we are not eating, then we are not supposed to do the physical exercise. And that is the biggest mistake.
Yeah.
When you are fasting, one of the ultimate thing which cures very, very chronic and very, very difficult situations within 48 hours is Don't eat or don't drink even one drop of water. Nothing is to be eaten for and nothing is to be drunk for 36 hours straight. During this 36 hours, at least 10 hours should be walking.
10 hours we should be working.
Not continuous. 5 minutes walk, 5 minutes rest. Do this for 1 hour. Take complete rest for next 1 hour. Then again walk and rest for 1 hour. Then again complete rest for 1 hour.
Okay.
So do during the entire day, not for the night part, but for the entire day do this thing. There was some caller from Chennai, I believe, and he was a yoga instructor, kind of, or yoga expert, and he had thyroid for last so many years. So when he called up and we discussed about hydration, dehydration, after a month or so, he gave the feedback that his lump in the throat is reduced by 20%.
Oh.
And then he did this 36 hours thing, and within 1 day he reported 20% more reduction.
Oh.
And this 20% is supposed to be extremely good for a lot of other issues, like girls who have pain during the periods. I tried various mode of hydration, dehydration. It does not work. It may give slight relief from the pain, but if you want the complete relief, you have to experiment with 2 meals a day also. That has got another theory. See, everything I try to calculate, everything I try to monitor for maybe 3 months to 6 months, and then come to a conclusion what is working, what is not working. So taking 2 meals is not too good. Taking 3 meals and 2 meals is just like hydration, dehydration. When your metabolic system is slow, take 2 meals. You're giving your digestive system more time to digest the same amount of food. You're not reducing the meal size. Right? So within 24 hours, your metabolism shoots up by 100%. This is a 100% improvement. Next day, you will be able to digest 3 meals a day. Maybe whatever your digestive system was working for 8 hours, it can do now in 5 hours. So you should do 3 meals then. These 2 meals, 3 meals should relieve like period pain within maybe 15-20 days or months time. And that is the biggest achievement in the world today. More than 50% girls and ladies are suffering from this thing, and this increases the cancer risk at the later age. So in spite of all these things, and there are a lot of people who have reported, given the feedback, and there are a lot of other things like and still it's not picking up. I don't know. Today I should have been the richest person on that. Anyway, do this and give me feedback.
Okay, so once I'm checking, so morning I'll walk for 5 minutes, then I'll rest for another 5 minutes. Then should I, after the 10 minutes of walking and resting, should I leave any gap or should I just keep on continuing?
Continue for like 3, 4, 5, 6 times, maybe 40 minutes to 1 hour, whatever is your comfortable.
Okay, so for 1 hour I'll continuously do this in the morning. So say like from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. After that, what should I do?
After that, whatever you feel like doing, but only thing is that your eating has to happen once only, and try to eat at 8 o'clock, 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the evening. 6 hours gap in each meal.
Okay, 6 hours gap in each meal. Can I drink water after walking? No water.
No water. Water you're taking only with the meal. So you are opening your mouth for eating or drinking only 3 times in the day.
Okay, water.
Nothing else is to eat. No biscuit, no snacks, nothing.
Okay, done. So early in the morning, the 7 to 8 hours, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, 1 hour I'll do this. And after that, then should I walk?
1 hour before sleep. So if you're sleeping 11 o'clock means 10, 11, you do this. You will get a very good sleep. Your bowel movement will be great in the morning.
Okay. Anyways, I'm so excited to start this. Tomorrow morning I'll start this. And how long before I should see the results I should call you?
Within 24 to 48 hours.
Okay. Then, sir.
This rough skin, I'll tell you one post is there on Quora also of a young boy, about I think 19 years of age. His fingertips were cracked like your heels, like a lot of people have their heels cracked.
Oh.
It is bad, it is painful. He had problem in even writing.
Oh, then what happened?
Just 3-4 days or maybe week 10 days, and it is as smooth as like anything else.
Oh my God. Okay.
And the worst part was this guy did not give the feedback. I kept calling him and he did not take my calls, and if he by mistake picked up my calls, he disconnected without telling me anything. So finally there are all kind of people in this world, and then I had to catch hold of the person who referred him to me. He went to his house, clicked the photographs and sent me.
Okay. But definitely after 3 days, let me take 3 days to do this.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely call you.
Okay.
Okay. And when will you be free so that I can talk to you without disturbing you?
This is okay.
Around what time?
After 10.
After 10 o'clock.
10:30.
Okay.
After 10:30 will be fine.
Okay. Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Have a nice sleep, sir. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.